There's two aspects to what people commonly refer to as DR, or disaster recovery. There is protecting your data, so ensuring your data is backed up, and not only backed up, but backed up and stored off-site. So you can have all of the copies of your data stored locally you want, but in the event of some kind of fire or flood, it's likely to suffer the same kind of fate as your primary copy on your server. That's why a lot of businesses are turning to off-site storage. Many ways of doing that. You can look at a cloud storage option. You can copy your data up to one of the many cloud providers. Or once you start getting to a certain quality and quantity and volume of data, paying per gig starts to get expensive, at which point you'd be looking for a bespoke and a tailored off-site data storage solution. And just storing the data isn't enough. Refreshing it is incredibly important. It should be part of your automated backup schedule to not only do a local backup, but then to take that off-site. Could be as simple as if you want to rely on kind of human intervention, you give it to somebody and they take it home. But again, you're at risk of that being lost, the person forgetting to bring the data back in. So an automated off-site backup is something a lot of businesses should be considering, or every business should consider. Secondly, is that enough for you as a business? You've had some kind of catastrophe at your main head office, you've had a fire in the server room, you've had a flood, etc. All your data is stored off-site, but is it accessible to your users? If it's backed up to a server, or it's backed up to cloud storage, fundamentally it's not going to be in an accessible format to your users. So that's where we start looking at things such as a business continuity plan. You not only look at, is my data safe, but how are my staff going to be able to access it in the event of any form of disaster? And that's when we start looking at replication, and we're talking about hosting servers in a data center that take not only a backed up copy of your data, but they take your whole environment. So they take your virtual machines in a ready to run state, that in the event of any failure at your primary site, those machines can be switched on. Your users could, for example, go home to them, they could VPN onto them, they could access the data via the web, but the data is there and it is usable. So it's not just recovering from a disaster, it's being able to continue to operate while there's any kind of unfolding issue within your business.